juices going along, and that can improve absorption. So it could go either way. It's not a big deal, whatever you decide to do. I would do it both. And also, if you take it with food, it's going to help you digest your food. That's one of the advantages to the B vitamins and the electrolytes is they'll help you make digestive juices, and they'll help you digest your food. So if you take it with food, you'll get that benefit. If you take it on an empty stomach, you may get a little quicker absorption. So they're both good. But for you, Dwayne, I would definitely be sipping on some before you went to bed. If you absolutely can't do the Beyond Tangy Tangerine, chew on a carrot or some celery before you go to bed. Even just chewing on some celery may be helpful for you. Just some celery and some salt. Celtic sea salt is also a great source of electrolytes, and even something as simple as a half a teaspoonful of Celtic sea salt in water before you go to bed may be helpful. Shoot me an email. Let me know how you're doing, Dwayne, if any of these ideas worked, or even get back on the phone and tell our listeners how you're doing, okay?
Thanks a lot, Ben. I appreciate it.
God bless you, my friend. Good luck with everything. All right, Larry in Indiana, welcome to the bright side. Got lines open for you, by the way. 844-236-6010 is our number. What's up, Larry?
Good morning.
Good morning.
I have two questions. I want your advice. I'm 60 years old. I took one of these CT heart scans, and it tells you your total calcium score. And they told me that for a 60-year-old, I'm in the 80th percentile group, which means that 79% of the population in my age group has a lower calcium score, and 20% of the population has a higher calcium score, which is not good.
No, that's not. No, here's the deal. Those are called statistics and metrics, and they're only there to drug you up and to dose you and to allow you to stick your numbers into a computer so you can be recorded and they can pump out a program for you. You're not a computer. You're not a statistic. You're not numbers. These metrics are just actuarial. They're based on mathematics and formulas and algorithms, and they're used by insurance companies and the government, and they're not people friendly. You don't want to go by 79th percentile, 89th percentile, 80th percentile. You want to go by you personally. The reason they use those is because doctors don't have either they don't have the skill or the intelligence to understand how to read symptoms. So you want to go by your symptoms, not by metrics. What are your symptoms, my friend? What do you got? What's going on in your body?
Well, I do have chest pain sometimes, and it concerns me. They said arteries are full of plaque.
Okay, those are all concerning, absolutely.
Should I be taking any supplementary calcium at all?
Well, I can't tell you the answer to that, although supplemental calcium is a good idea for most people. Your calcium plaques are not, they don't result, plaques and stickiness and calcium clogging up the circulatory system. It doesn't come from supplements, it comes from chemistry. It comes from how your body processes calcium. Calcium is used by cells for energy. It's used to initiate chemical reactions. Most of us, when we think of calcium, we think of our bones. That's a very tiny, like 1% or 2% of the calcium in your body is in the structure. Most of the calcium is used for chemistry, for chemical reactions. If calcium is starting to accumulate in plaques, it probably means your arteries are weak. Your circulatory system is breaking down, which is normal for a 60-year-old man. So what you want to do is you want to focus on building up and strengthening your circulatory system. And there's lots of ways to do that. The most important strategy for strengthening the circulatory system is to stop putting inflammatory foods into the body. When we put things into our body, when we eat foods and they get into the blood, pro-inflammatory foods, sugar and processed foods and foods that we're allergic to, over time the blood becomes sticky. As the blood becomes sticky, you get little nicks and cuts in the arteries and in the circulatory system, and the body will patch those up with plaques and with calcium. So the problem with calcium plaques is not calcium and it's not plaques. The problem is the stuff that's getting into the blood. And the only way things get into the blood, I know I say this every day and I'll keep saying it every day, the only way things get into your blood inappropriately, unless you're an IV drug user, is from foods. So go to backtrack to the root cause of all disease, which is the digestive system. If you know you have digestive problems, you're ahead of the game. If you don't know you have digestive problems, find them, look for them. Do a food diary. I know it's not intuitive to think, oh, well, my digestion is connected to my blood, which is connected to my plaques, but you got to make that intuitive leap. If you want to start studying biochemistry, it'll make perfect sense, but if you don't want to do that, just make this intuitive jump from the digestive system to the weakening of the blood vessels to the formation of plaques. That means start to focus on digestive health. That's step number one. Eliminating problem foods, use the Biolumin Nightly Essence, use apple apple cider vinegar after all of your meals as well. Improving blood circulation with oxygen is also important. That means deep, slow breathing. I forgot to mention that to our last caller with the cramps. If you're listening still, deep, slow breathing can also help improve circulation if you have cramping. But for you, my friend, if you've got plaques, that's telling me the blood's not moving around correctly. Slow, deep breathing can help. And then last, but most certainly not least, you got the digestive support, and then you've got the slow, deep breathing, and most certainly not least, a good nutritional supplement program is going to be your best friend, especially when it concerns sugar metabolism. That means chromium and vanadium in the sweeties. That means magnesium. Magnesium is not only important for blood sugar control, it is also the antagonistic mineral to calcium. So it can help your body work with calcium better. The Beyond OsteoFX is a good source of magnesium, and vegetables are always a good source of magnesium. Magnesium is green. Wherever you see chlorophyll or green color, you're going to see magnesium in a very easy to absorb form. Make sure you're using your green leafy vegetables as well as your Beyond OsteoFX. All the electrolytes can help with calcium metabolism. That means the Beyond Tangy Tangerine in addition to your vegetable juices. And then, of course, just an all-around good nutritional supplement program like the Healthy Start Pack can be helpful. So you got digestive support, electrolytic nutrients, your electrolytes, vegetable juices, and the Beyond Tangy Tangerine and the Healthy Start Pack. Get yourself a Vitamix. Make sure you're practicing slow, deep breathing and focus on blood sugar control. That's all the time we have for today. I'm so sorry, Larry, to let you go. If you have more questions, please feel free to call back tomorrow. And I apologize if we left other folks on hold. Call back tomorrow. We'll get you first up. Tell a call screener you were left on the line. Thanks for listening, friends. Tomorrow we'll continue talking acne and skincare. And if you know anybody who's got acne or any skincare, skin health problems, you're going to want to have them tune into the Bright Side tomorrow. If you want to purchase any of the longevity products or join the Bright Side Ben team, please call the phone team. 866-735-2470 is their number. I'm Pharmacist Ben. Thanks for listening. Have an awesome, spectacular, wonderful day. We'll talk to y'all later. Bye for now.
Quantitative easing, unemployment at depression levels, Europe financial system falling apart, China getting out of U.S. treasuries. At the end of 2008, the time of TARP, the national debt was at $11 trillion, gold trading around $850 per ounce. Close to 2012, the national debt exceeded $16.4 trillion, gold doubled to $1,600 per ounce. The $20 trillion threshold for the national debt is inevitable. Politicians in Washington have a ferocious appetite for spending and stimulus. What's worse, a printing press to finance. 100 years ago, we had a gold standard to limit this madness, but now you have to adopt your own gold standard. Don't be fooled with paper promises. Get Midas Resources 10 Reasons to Buy Gold free by calling 800-686-2237. Understanding the gold and silver market may be the only insurance you could have to avoiding the next economic crisis. Call 1-800-686-2237 and order your free copy. Again, that's 800-686-2237.
If the IRS has garnished your paycheck or seized money from your bank account, you need to get professional tax help now. Fast action is required to put a halt to these aggressive IRS collection tactics. You can count on the knowledgeable team of tax professionals at Wall & Associates. With over 30 years of experience, Wall & Associates has settled the tax problems of thousands of taxpayers for a small fraction of what they owed. For a free face-to-face consultation, call 1-800-425-4610 to put a wall between you and the IRS. 1-800-425-4610 or look for us on the web at wallandassociates.net. We solve tax problems. If you hire Wall & Associates today, you'll never have to talk to the IRS again. To stop the levies and seizures today, take action now. Call Wall & Associates at 1-800-425-4610. Wall & Associates. 1-800-425